So there is so much that comes down to a jailbreak that some people do it and they're not really sure, what they should do, what they should get, um, what is going to do, what's going to work for them. So just going to cover a few things here as far as things that I like. Keeping in mind that I tend to use my iDevices until they break internally, software failures and stuff like that. Fortunately, I have the training to fix them, so I'm a little more okay with what I actually do with these. Keep in mind that, jailbreaking is at your own risk, and, what you do with it is, up to you. But if you guys have any questions or comments, um, about tweaks, anything that you think I might want to try, or that you recommend, something like that, or even ones that I use that you have questions about, definitely comment on the video, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm in touch with a few of the developers of certain tweaks, so I get kind of quick answers and stuff like that because I help them find problems inadvertently. I'm not trying to do it intentionally. So, real quick, we're just going to go through my jailbreak tweaks that I have installed, so you can see kind of what what I do. And I apologize for the video quality. It's really like the only screen recorder that's available for iOS 7 and the iPhone 5 that works, and this one doesn't work incredibly well. So, just kind of going over that. Okay, so you've got a few things here. Action menu. Starting out, action menu is pretty cool. Gives you kind of a customization of your copy and paste menu pretty much anywhere. I noticed that there are some things, like in one of the games I play, I can't copy the chats anymore like I used to be able to. But that's okay. Now keep in mind also, a lot of these do cost a little bit of money, in my opinion. I've been doing this for a couple of years and I really do enjoy it. This is just a plus pack, gives you a few extra things: history, playing, lookup, tweet, locate. These are all customizable in your settings as far as what you want to actually have displayed. Activator is one of the my most favorite tweaks as far as that's concerned. I don't like using my buttons if I can avoid it. My phone tends to last a little longer when they function. I have a few things that I use the volume button for, but I try to stay away from those. So as it stands right now, I do have a few activator gestures that are set up just to show you kind of a few things. So from the top left corner, dragging in where my signal bars are, if I just drag in, it simulates the home button, which, well, it may be actually Facebook now, but sometimes it works. The problem is with iOS 7 is we run into this issue with the notification center and control center tend to get in the way of some of the activator tweaks. One that I really like is the double press. Rather than that, if I have it set to where if I swipe up from the bottom right corner, I get my multitasking here. Really cool. All this is available through your settings in Activator. I pretty much set it as anywhere. That way, if I'm in an app or something, I still have the ability to do this. Now, if I turn screen sideways, obviously it doesn't do it here, but bottom right corner of the screen, still multitasking. You have all these features as far as different things that you can do. Since I'm on the 5S, I do have the fingerprint sensor, which I'm kind of upset that the only thing available is the single press. I'm in contact with him to see if we can get some additional options as far as double tapping the fingerprint sensor, something like that. Add notes, really great. Gives you some features as far as in the copy and paste. Hit add note and it drops it straight into your notepad in a new note. So you find something on a website, just copy it, hit that, boom, you're done. You don't have to go and open the Notes app and stuff like that. So there's my first four, and actually two of those are together, three of them. So a lot to go through here. So I'll keep recording. Just keep an eye out for them. Alright guys, going to try to run through some more of these real quick. I keep respringing. It might be spring to On the 5S, it's giving me some problems. Alright, always clear from the notification center. If you have a notification, rather than hitting X and clear, clear is automatically there, so it just clears it right out, saves you a few buttons there, and some time. Auto touch. Kevin and I emailed Kevin a couple times here to finally get this kind of working a little better, doing better on that now. Finally up for iOS 7. I love it. It's a script recorder, records your touches on your screen. I like it because one of the games I play, kind of like, those iMobster guys, you get the ability to log into multiple accounts. The game I play, you actually physically have to log into the accounts. This does it for you. You save, I save them, I name them, all that, and then I can just go in and log into each one. So it kind of saves me some time. Well, it doesn't really save me any time, I just don't have to do it. Background Manager, one of my favorites here. Background Manager, you'll see the B in the top there next to the battery. Basically what this does is manages, you get to choose what apps run in your background as if they're running in the foreground. So it gives you the ability to, granted it's going to kill your battery a lot faster, but it's great as far as if you leave an app that you're just going out to respond to a text message or something, go right back in. I play Dragon Poker, one of the apps on the App Store. If you leave the app, it kicks you out of the hand. So with Background Manager, if you set that to a forced background, then you can jump out, jump back in, that's fine. It's still playing as if you had never left. Byte SMS. If you don't know what Byte SMS is, probably probably aren't getting the best out of your jailbreak. Byte SMS, text messaging, kind of takes over iMessage, your Messages app, the green one, replaces it with this one. iMessage has pop-ups, scheduled text messages. There's some extra features they're still working on it as far as it's concerned. Now keep in mind the server for this, you'll see it here at test-cydia.bytesms.com. The previous server they were using, the source, is different now that it's iOS 7. So if you're on iOS 6, it doesn't matter. Still use the old one. Byte SMS, big recommendation there. On to the next video. Alright, so cruising through the next ones, we're in the C's now. Chrome Downloader Plus. You guys, if you watched my previous one about downloading YouTube videos onto your iPhone, that's what that's for. The Cydia substrate, obviously a lot of these things actually come with the jailbreak, come with Cydia. If you're new to jailbreak with iOS 7, you want to go straight in and do the Cydia substrate install. There's an update that doesn't happen automatically, and it fixes some of the crashes that happens. Same thing here. Those Facebook for Action menu gives you the dragon, which I believe is what that was doing there. Brings up Facebook, drops straight into Facebook. You compose. You don't have to open the app. Gremlin is that thing also I was talking about in the downloading YouTube videos onto the iPhone. Gives you a straight import option straight onto the computer for videos that you've downloaded. iFile, you'll see I got it from Byte Your Apple. That repo has the cracked version. Like I said previously, I purchased the actual iFile, so don't have the money again to buy it. I've been doing that a lot for the iOS 7 tweaks because they're not updating, they're just releasing new ones. So sometimes I don't feel like buying them all over again. This one so far does not work with iOS 7. It's the iMessage Unlimited Messenger. You're basically supposed to not put a cap on the length of videos that you're sending via text message. So far, still same problem occurring. Next one, because I got a little bit about that one in there in the L's. Alright guys, on to the fourth one, I believe. Local App Store. Great thing. Not really going to go into a whole lot. You want to Google it, you can figure it out. Not a lot works with this right now because they're getting smart. But there's some stuff out there that does, and it saves you some time, saves you, some dough. So definitely take a look at it, do some Googling, and figure it out. Next one, Pandora Downloader. These two play hand in hand. Downloader and Pandora skips. Pandora Downloader allows you to download the music from Pandora that you're listening to. straight into a Pandora downloader app. You can go back and listen to them whenever you want, kind of creating your own playlist there. Um, there supposedly is a way to create and a way to export them into your computer or into your music folder or app. So far, been waiting on an update from one of there's like 3 tweaks that have to be installed. Not working so far. Pandora skips, unlimited skips in Pandora, no problems with it. Sometimes there's a slight delay, you have to wait to hit next. Not a big deal. Record my screen, that's what we're using right now for me to share all this to you. This is an SB setting tweak, so it is in your settings, it's not an app. The other one that they released does not work for iOS 7 yet. This one does, for the most part. Screenshot Plus does not work on the 5S. So far with my 5, it works great. I have it set to where the up button, up volume button, you press and hold it, and it does the screenshot, and you basically, instead of doing a full screenshot, you can actually choose an area you want to screenshot, hit the button, and it saves just that section. Cuts you time out from cutting the images and stuff like that. Springtomize 3 seems to work pretty well. Lots of stuff to go through on that one as far as settings and stuff. Some of the stuff isn't the same as it used to be. Let's see, here it is. You still have all your availabilities. This pretty much is the king of all tweaks when it comes to customizing everything. Anything you see here, lots of stuff you can do with it. I love the status bar thing. You can change it to no signal. You'll see at the top I have that set. I love that. Sometimes it gets people going. You also have the ability to turn off and on certain things. Battery percentage, you can turn it off and on right there. Battery image, off and on. All right there. Now keep in mind there is a ring spring button in the top. Don't recommend hitting it. I did that earlier. All the tweaks I made went away. Instead, just leave and then respring. That seems to work pretty well. Respring. This one, activator, the respring, that's what I use. I use the activator to do the respring. I do a hold, and actually there's a let's see, assignments option here. Tells you what you have set, so you can kind of see what does and what doesn't. And let's see, there's a respring in here. There it is. See, hold left status bar at the home screen in application or at lock screen. Just press and hold where the volume bubbles there are. Does it great. One of the greatest things, in my opinion. You'll also notice that background manager, had I not had it enabled, this would have reloaded. It didn't have to because it didn't think I was actually gone. Kind of a cool thing. Give me a minute, come back to the next one. Alright guys, I know there's a lot that I'm going through here real quick. And like I said, leave comments if you have any questions. I'm just going to run through the last few that I have here. I'm still waiting for some other tweaks to come out, updated, that I can use. Being on the 5S, I have kind of some limited, I'm more limited than anyone else as far as on iOS 7. Swipe selection's really great. As far as that's concerned, like in your Notes app, this actually works anywhere you want to go. You type something there, say you mess up, you can just scroll along the keyboard here to what you want to fix and change it, and it works great. It's actually really cool. Next one here, Tether Me, changes your SB settings. It actually hacks the root so that you can tether, sending your signal, making your phone a Wi-Fi hotspot. A lot of people love this. There's paid, I believe it's like $10, something like that. Well worth it in my opinion. I do have the unlimited data, so I don't have a concern on that. Do keep in mind, using the tethering means that you're using your data if something else is using it. So if something else downloads a movie or watches Netflix or whatever, that's using your data, so keep that in mind. You did Faker. Don't know if that works right now or not. As far as on iOS 7 or if it's just the 5S. I know that as far as I can tell so far it does not. I was really hoping that it would. I have emailed the developer to hopefully he comes out with something. He is kind of more of a crack guy, not a developer, so we'll have to see how that goes. Volume amplifier, cool tweak. I'm not completely sold on it. Basically, press your buttons and it does the whole amplifies your volume, makes it go above what it normally would. I don't like this, and I've sent an email to the developer on this one to possibly make that a double click, because I use the byte SMS button. You tap the volume up display and generate a message. So every time I do that, next thing I know, my speaker blows. So not cool. YouTube search, don't get it, doesn't work so far. YouTube to MP3, actually kind of cool. In the native YouTube app, gives you an option to pull the audio from a video straight into the app, and then you do what you want with it. It's a really cool feature there. Sometimes I go in and listen to some dubstep music or something, want that 3-hour audio. Alright, and then the last one here is 3G unrestrictor. This is the 5th one. It does actually work as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, see iOS 7 there. And you do buy it. Now, this one basically, I like this feature because, say you get an app in the App Store that's 50 megabytes, but you're not on Wi-Fi. It doesn't matter. With this, if you set the App Store to it, which if you set either the App Store or the iTunes Store, it automatically assigns the other. It doesn't matter. It will download the app and use your data. So also keep that in mind. It does for those of you who have a data cap. This allows you to be a data hog, and you don't want to be if you have a cap. So keep that in mind. And this is just a quick tutorial, guys. If you have any comments, want to see anything more in detail, have any questions, anything like that, definitely give me some comments there and ask me some questions. I'm all here to help as much as I can. Here's just some of the sources that I use. This is actually most of them, to be honest. Got a few that are not there right now, but here's everything I got. If you need to pause the video to write down those, you can. If you need the exact repo or anything like that, let me know. They should be pretty clear there. The only one that goes over is Big Boss, which is automatically in your device as it is. So you guys should be good from here. Like I said, any questions, hit me up. I'm here to answer.